Welcome to Market Talk Weekly, discussing sales and marketing techniques to help you compete in the real estate market. We're here week after week to educate, inform, and encourage real estate professionals. And now, here's your host, real estate broker, instructor, and coach, Bryon Roth.
There's a teaching in the Bible called sowing and reaping. And it's not just a biblical teaching. The philosophy is universal. You may know it as karma. Do bad things and bad things will follow you. But if you do good things will follow you. What we sow, we reap. And let me tell you, in my life, I have come to full-heartedly believe in this philosophy. In this episode, I want to talk to you about the 7 deadly sins of real estate. Now, you probably already know, but if you don't know, you should know that real estate can be a very cutthroat business. There's a lot of sleazy real estate agents out there, I'm going to tell you, and they don't care about character or morals or good behavior. And so if you're not careful, if you're not very, very careful, you could get caught up in this behavior yourself, or you could get caught up in one of these 7 deadly sins of real estate. So let's get into it. The first deadly sin of real estate is complacency. You know, it's easy to get comfortable with your current level of success. And if you're not consistently pushing yourself to improve, you can easily fall behind the competition. You should always be striving to improve yourself, make things better. The next deadly sin of real estate is greed. Look, of course, we all have to make money, but at what cost? First of all, you never want to cut corners and take shortcuts to get a quick buck, because it's ultimately going to damage your reputation and hurt you in the long run. And not only that, if all you're thinking about is the money and making money, you're not putting your client's interest above your own. And as a real estate agent, we have a duty to put our client's interest above our own. You know, I always say that the most dangerous place to be as a real estate agent is when bills are piling up and you haven't sold anything in a while, and you finally get this deal that comes along, and you get to this point where something happens in the contract that could cause this deal to fall through if you share the information with your client. And so you have to make the moral decision whether you're going to take the high ground, do the right thing, and put your client's best interest ahead of yours, or if you're going to look at your own financial situation and allow that to dictate your decisions. And I imagine it happens so often that agents need the money, and they just know, I can just keep my mouth shut about something that I found out, and we'll close this deal and I'll make the money. They'll probably never find out, but guess what? They might. And if they do, you could lose your license. Number 2 is greed. The third sin of real estate is pride. Now, I want to tell you, as a real estate agent, we struggle with that. And everybody should be proud of your accomplishments. But if you're not willing to admit your mistakes and learn from them, you'll never reach your full potential. Man, a little humility goes a long way. It takes a wise person to be able to admit their mistakes. The fourth deadly sin of real estate is envy. It is so easy to look at other agents in your area, maybe even in your own office, and feel jealous of their success. Instead of focusing on what other people are doing, keep the focus on yourself and what you need to do ongoing. There's always going to be a better sales agent, always. Focus on yourself and not on what other people are doing. The fifth sin on the list of deadliest sins is sloth. You know, real estate can be a demanding industry, but if you're not willing to put in the work, you're not going to achieve the goal. So many people get into this industry thinking it's just an easy thing. I don't know where they get that. I really don't. I don't know where. Maybe it's TV. Maybe people are watching TV that think, oh, wow, I'm going to become a real estate agent. It looks so easy. I'm going to tell you it's not. And it's interesting how when people become real estate agents and they've gone through all the work, they did all the classroom, they did their test, they found the broker that they felt comfortable with, and now they're ready to sell real estate, and they realize, oh my gosh, where am I going to get clients from? And especially starting off, I don't have any inventory. What am I going to sell? And so it is not an easy business to break into. It's difficult, but if you work hard and you get the education you need, you learn everything you can about the industry, look to people who have already succeeded in it, talk to your broker, talk to other agents in the office who are willing to share some insight into what it takes to be successful as real estate. There's tons of good books out there. You've got to work hard. You can't just get your real estate license and then think that things are just going to come to you. There's way too much competition out there for that to ever happen to you. Next up of sins is wrath. Now, I get frustrated. And it's easy to get frustrated in this business, especially when you're working with difficult clients or challenging transaction. I mean, every transaction has its challenges, almost everyone. And the crazy thing is that things happen like 1 to 2 weeks before closing. You're like, what? Y'all just finding out about this stuff and let me know. There's an easement we didn't know about, or there is a cloud on the title, or something's going on that y'all should have told me this 3-4 weeks ago. We could have worked it out so we could close on time. But there's always something going on that's going to be challenging, and you've got to keep your head about you. You can't allow yourself to get angry, and you can't allow yourself to come out of character. If you lose your cool, man, there's a good chance that the deal could fall through. But I'm going to tell you what, if you'll keep your wits about you and just be professional, treat people with dignity and respect, you can work through it, even if everybody else is losing their mind. You stay cool, you keep your mind straight and focused on the goal, and the goal is closing. The final deadly sin of real estate is gluttony. It is so easy to get caught up in the excitement of a big commission check. But if you're not careful, you're going to find yourself overspending and living beyond your means. You've got to keep your spending under control all the time. You're a private business owner. You have to remember that. Remember that at the end of the year, you're going to have to pay taxes. So you need to set up something so that you put that money to the side. You can't just go out and go crazy with the money. I mean, sometimes we get huge commission checks. I mean, huge. I get a $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 commission check or more. But remember that we live basically from check to check. And so you want to start a savings account. You want to put that money to the side, and you want to start building up your wealth, not spending it all frivolously. So that's it. 7 deadly sins of real estate. Now, I'm not here to judge you. I'm just here to give you some information to help you be a better agent, a better person maybe. I don't know. Just help maybe encourage you to grow your business, to do the best that you can do. Help you recognize these sins and give you the tools you need to avoid them. And to take your business to the next level so you can have a lifelong career in one of the greatest industries in the world, real estate.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Market Talk Weekly. Visit our website at markettalkweekly.com for more real estate resources. And as always, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss a single episode of Market Talk Weekly.